Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Reclaiming Your Life. I am your host, Kamara, and this podcast is designed to help women overcome their insecurities, self doubt, and fears within themselves in order to pursue their dreams by telling my own life experiences. Welcome back, you guys. It is episode 7. Did you like what I did this time? I tried something new, you guys, so let me know if you like it or you don't like it. um, but yes, today is Friday. Thank God it is Friday. It is episode 7. And I am excited that I was able to do a live recording yesterday on Facebook Live. If you missed it, go back and check it out. It is on my personal page, Kamara Thorburn, and I have also shared it to my Reclaiming Your Life page on Facebook as well. It is up on my YouTube channel, Car Chronicles with Kamara. Everything's spelled with a K. So check it out if you want to see the full length of it. It did run over a little bit longer than I expected, which I am grateful for and thankful for. You know, the conversation was engaging. It really was. It was a good atmosphere. Everybody enjoyed themselves. Everybody was giving their feedback and their input. It was just phenomenal. It was great. You have to check it out. I will just be playing a portion of it today for you guys to hear. Um, and before I get right into it, um, one of the things that were talked about was religion. And for me, religion is important to me because I feel that my significant other needs to have the same beliefs that I had and worship the same God that I worship. And there were some things that, people talked about when it came to what they wanted in a relationship, their expectations. And, some of that was believing in God, have a relationship with God, love their family, play an active role in their kids' lives, support, friendship, understanding. And then I have the 3 C's, which is communication, commitment, and companionship. There's probably other C words out there that people would refer to, but I just did those as my 3 C's because those are what people thought about in their, not thought about, I do apologize, what they want in a relationship. But I'm just going to be touching base on the believing in God and relationship with God. So for me, I feel like those two are very important. And I feel like that my significant other would need to have those two because there's one thing of believing in God and having a relationship with God. And I say that to say this because you can believe in God, but don't mean that you have a relationship with Him. And I say this, give an example. Growing up, I believed in God, right? But I never had a relationship with God. I started to form a relationship with God when I gave myself back to Christ. That's when I developed a relationship with God. And me developing that relationship with God is because I was seeking the word. I was seeking to know who God is and who this person is. And I was starting to have conversations with God. And I also involved God into my life. I welcome him into my life and I consult him when it comes to my business and my personal life. And for my significant other, we would need to be able to have God in our relationship as well. So, as my girl Tatum says it from Blessed and Bossed Up, you know, God is my CEO. He is my CEO, and my spouse or my significant other would need to have a relationship with God as well, and also believing in God. So that's my definition to me of believing in God and having a relationship with God. So I just wanted to give that brief explanation because that was a topic of discussion last night and it was really good. People have their different views and things because I also believe that you have to be equally yoked. And an example of that, and I'm not going to get churchy, I'm not. But a definition of that is I believe in God and I'm dating a Muslim or an atheist or somebody who believes they believe in a higher power, but you don't believe in my God. So that's being unequally yoked and you're not being equally yoked. So to me, if we don't believe in the same God, our relationship stops right there. There's no purpose of us even continuing a relationship because we have different beliefs. And that's something that's important to me. So, with further ado, I am going to jump right in to this very engaging episode of relationships. I would love you guys' feedback in regards to this. If you, like I said, go on my personal page to get the full clip of Reclaiming Your Life podcast of relationships. But right now, I am going to jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. The support is important in a relationship. Meaning, I support you in your business. I back you up in whatever it is that you want to do. Your goals and etc. Is that something that you guys believe that is important to you when it comes to relationship? And for me, I believe that it is, because I need somebody who is going to support me in my business, help me accomplish my goals. And I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yes. Okay. So I need someone who's going to help me with my business, right? And support me with my business. But you're also going to be honest when it comes to certain things, about my business. Let me know if you agree I should do this. You give me your thoughts and your opinions. To me, that's important. Support is very important, because a lot of times people don't have people to support them. You could be in a relationship, but it's one thing when you don't get that support. Is like, it's not really encouraging. It's more encouraging when you have somebody who can support you. And if I have someone to support me and that's in my corner and what I do, it makes me feel good, and not even just so from my mate, but from like my family. My family supports me in what I do. They encourage me. Like tonight, my cousin gave me some good encouraging words, Terry. And I was like, you want me to cry? So it's good when you have a support system and people, encourage you. It makes you feel good. And it makes you feel that, you are doing something good, regardless of whatever it is, So that's something that's very important to me. And I'm going to support whoever it is that I'm with. I'm going to support them. Whatever they're doing, I'm going to have their back. You ain't got to worry about that. If I have to invest, I'm going to invest in your business. And I would like the same thing in return, Another topic that I want to get into when it comes to relationship, gender roles. How do you guys feel about gender roles? And when I say gender roles, I am talking about a man role. What's a man role and what's a woman's role? Because, back in the day, some people grew up seeing their father as a provider. They go into work, coming home, bringing the check. And the mother, the wife, they take care of home, meaning the bills, they're cooking, they're cleaning, making sure the kids are in order, settled. Do you guys believe in gender roles? How do you feel about that? Because, things are different now than they were back in the days. So now you see a lot of rise in female entrepreneurs, right? And sometimes, the female entrepreneurs can be bringing more money than the men. So how do you guys feel about that? Now, for a man, will you feel some kind of way if your wife or significant other is bringing home more money, or you won't? And then it comes down to, who is everything paid 50-50 or 60-40? How does that work when it comes into a relationship, when it comes to gender roles? How do you consider that? You make more money, I pay more bills, or, I'm making more money, you make your money, however, but it's still going to be 50-50. This question I'm going to leave unanswered because I don't want to answer for my personal reasons. But What do you guys think about that? You know, the gender roles. Oh, you know, you guys, I'm so late when it comes to this. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, missionary. Hey, Takesha. Hey, Auntie Doreen. I'm so sorry. I'm so late with all of these comments. Okay, so Sabrina says standards outweigh types. I believe that too. I'm in agreement with that. So Shakaya says she disagrees. In the end, don't you still believe in God? Yeah, that's true. But I feel like, you know, you can believe in God, but every God is different, and every religion has a different belief. And I wish my pastor was on to get a little bit more into that part. I may have to have her come on at another time to explain that. Denise says, if the beliefs don't match along with ways of worship, don't match it, cause problems. And that's, yes, I agree. There we go. Said that perfectly. So my auntie said, my money is my money, your money is your money. Okay. I get that. I can't complain. Because I'm like that too, a little bit. But yeah, I'm like that too. But then I would like you to spend a little bit on me, you know, show me that I'm appreciated. I'm sorry. You know, that's side note. Yes, okay. But how did you guys feel about the gender roles? You know, like a man is what? He take out the garbage, he gets the car fixed, you know. He do the yard work. Do you guys believe in that? And the women just do housework, make sure the kids are you know together, the bills are paid. You know, that's the question, right? Who do you rather take care of the bills, the man or the woman? Because I'm sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Because that's another question when it comes to cash management and finances. But when it comes to the gender roles, you guys don't attack me on this. Everybody may look at this subject differently or this word or take it the wrong way. And I know some people don't like the word, but this is the only way that I can explain it. What would you consider to be submissive? So when it comes to the gender roles and a woman taking care of the house, is that considered submissive to a man in a relationship? Or what do you consider submissive in a relationship? Because submissive meaning that you're catered to me, I feel like is more so you're catering to your man, and at the same time, I'm gonna just put it's catering to your man. And it's not that he says jump, you say how high, or you know, dinner has to be cooked, you know, and has to be served. But it's, to me, I feel like it's more catering to your man. Some people may agree to disagree when it comes to being submissive. You know, what are your thoughts about being submissive? Anybody on YouTube got anything to say? No? Anybody on Facebook got anything to say when it comes to being submissive? I'm surprised y'all quiet about the being submissive. I thought I was going to have people jumping down my throat when it came to being submissive. No? Okay. All right. Moving on to the next thing, communication. How do you feel about communication in a relationship? Because I feel that communication is very important. and not assume, because sometimes we like to assume rather than communicate. And when I say assume, I mean that can be anything, you know. I'm just thinking of I'm just doing a random example. So it can be, again, this is go back to the gender roles. Oh, your husband or your significant other didn't take out the garbage. So you assume that he should have taken out the garbage because it's not full, but there's something in there that's smelling the garbage. So you assume that he should have taken out the garbage, right? But you didn't communicate that with him, because how would he know to take it out? You know, because just because something in the garbage that smell, he wouldn't think that it smells enough to him to be taken out. Make sense? So that's just a little example. But how is your communication in a relationship? Is that important? You know, is that something that, if you're in a relationship, is that something that you're always arguing about because you don't communicate your feelings, your thoughts, you know, or you may do it too much? I don't know. What do you think about communication? I feel like communication is key in a relationship for various reasons. You should always be able to have that open relationship with your significant other, regardless of what it is. You should be able to be comfortable to communicate with your spouse, significant other, let them know how you feel about whatever the situation is. It could be a disagreement or not a disagreement, but I just feel communication is key. That's one of the things that, you know, people really look for in a relationship. And that was one of the things that was mentioned when I did my survey, was communication, you know. So what do you guys feel about communication? Yes, communication is key. If he is a man of God, it should never be an issue. Okay. The Bible says the man is the head, but we can do 50-50. That is true. Now, so the man is the head of the household. What is the role as a man as the head of a household? I always had that question. What do he do being the head of the household? Is he in charge of making decisions, you know, like about finances and, you know, things of that nature? You know, what is considered the head? You know, do he make sure the house is together, as far as, you know, making sure the kids are having structure, you know, teaching your kids or children about certain things? Like, what is that considered? I would really love to know that. I wish there was a man on here to get their perspective. But what is considered? Hey, Serge. What is the head of the household? What is that? What is he supposed to be doing? Because I really would love to for someone to answer that question for me, because I had a disagreement with that at one point. You know, not with my significant other, but what is that consider of? Like, how you can, yeah, I just. And another question, no, I'll just leave it as the head of the household. Like, you know, what is that entitled to? Hey, Katrina. Thank you for joining, everyone. But yeah, so if you guys want to answer that, the man of the household, according to society, still is for the man to be a breadwinner. Yes. So if he's considered to be the breadwinner, right? But what about the women who are probably making more money than him, the way that society is now? Because a lot of women are going into business and becoming entrepreneurs. And it could be possible that they make more money than the man. So at that point, how would you consider, would you say the woman is the breadwinner at this point in the relationship? You know, like, forehead. I don't agree. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, because this is very interesting because, things are different than the way they used to be. And that's why I asked, what do you consider the man to be? The man is supposed to be the head of the household. So, what is his role at that point? He just making sure that everybody in the family is taken care of. Everyone is provided. We can talk about whatever, and I will respect it, but don't have to agree. Yes, he should take care of the bills. Okay, I ain't gonna lie either. I would like a man to take care of all my bills. Okay, so this, so when I agree to that because, hey, I'm a single parent and I do a lot. So if I meet a man who wants to take care of me, I'm all for it. And it's nothing wrong with that, and that would be very nice. But sometimes I do think old fashioned. Like yes, the man should be the breadwinner. He should be taking care of the bills and things like that. But then sometimes it don't go like that. So I understand, and that is all right. Now, as we're talking about paying bills, yes, a real man definitely will stand up. See? So that's like one of them standards that you should have, right? And we don't need to change it. There's certain things you compromise in a relationship and certain things that you don't compromise in a relationship. Society is functioning differently, though. It is. Everything is changing. So now with finances, is finances important to you in a relationship? And when I say finances, I mean in cash management. Does this person have to have good credit? Is credit a factor when it comes to a relationship? Does your significant other need to know how to manage money and is good with handling money? For me, I think is important. Because I'm a little bit of a spender. So if my significant other for me can be the person who has good finances or know what to do and can put things at a limit, I would like that. That's just me. Some people may disagree, but it's good to have opposites too in a relationship. And I believe there should be a balance between both people with finances. That's true. I agree because I know that I'm a spender and I have issues with sticking to a budget. So that's why for me, I am taking a Dave Ramsey class, Peace University class. And, it really has opened my eyes to a lot of things and look at money differently. So I am, trying to make that better for me. So not just that I would like my significant other or husband in the future to have be good with cash management, but I'm also learning that as well. So I'm not going to sit here and just preach, or not even preach. Sorry, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, they need to do that, but yet I'm still not trying to better myself, right? And then I'm just gonna close with this because I don't want to be on here too long. Both people can definitely learn from one another. That's the prosperous relationship. Yes, I agree. So I'm just gonna close with this. It's just a little quick question. What do you guys think about date night? Do you think this is important in a relationship and that you should have date night? I feel date night is important to me because I respect what you're saying, Serena, but living for God and what a real man of God, key word, real man of God. Okay. I think date night is important because you can get so wrapped up with work, your business, um, kids, dealing with things in the house, and kids meeting, school, activities. I feel date night is very important. It's you got to keep the spice somewhere. You have to be able to have some us time in a relationship and be able to do things. So to me, I feel date night is very important, and I think that is good in a relationship, whether you're shacking up or whether you're married. I'm sorry. Hey y'all, so that is a little snippet of relationships. And I just want to elaborate a little bit more on when I was referring to someone paying my bills. And uh, how I'm trying to think of how to say this, but there is nothing wrong with being taken care of, right? And for me, it goes back to being submissive in a relationship, So if my significant other, future husband, however you want to put this person, if this person is taking care of me, financially, right? And they are providing for me and my children, I will be submissive to my significant other, meaning that I am, to me, submissive meaning, I am going to cater to my man. So I will cater to my man if, my man is doing all of that. And sometimes it's okay to want somebody to either pay your bills or help you pay your bills, and maybe it's because I've been a single mother for so long, or am a single mother for so long, however you want to word it. But it would feel good sometimes to have that sense of relief, that someone is there to help you, to help take care of you, to nurture you. It will feel good. So I know all my moms out there who are single mothers, this is who I'm talking to right now, single mothers. You understand that to have someone to be able to cater to you, to take care of you, to relieve some of that stress off of you. Because as a single mother, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to do everything on your own. So if I meet someone and they want to take care of me and my children and help me to pay my bills, I'm okay with that, you know, and I'm also with doing things 50-50. I'm also with that, to be realistic because, it's not like how it used to be back in the days when you grew up seeing, the man working and he is the provider. He is the breadwinner and all of that because, society has changed and things have changed. Now is an uprise with women entrepreneurs. Women are making the money now where the men are probably, staying home and being stay-at-home dads, They're probably still involved in their wife's businesses, right? Or business, and they may have their own business as well. But it was just that I'm sorry. It's just that, things are changing. So it's kind of like you have to kind of compromise with certain things, not saying to give up all of your standards, but there are some things that you may have on your list for types that you can compromise when it comes to this. So those were just some things, that I just wanted to clear up on my behalf because I didn't want to make it seem like, oh, I'm just this gold digger. This is what I want. No, 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 no. I'm being realistic, but some of it may stem from me just being a single mother and just would like that relief, to have that partner to help out in certain areas. But The conversation did get more engaging towards the end. It was basically an hour of this conversation last night, and I just kind of trimmed it down for you guys. But in order to get the full conversation, go on to my Facebook, Kimara Thorburn, or check out Reclaiming Your Life page to see the full episode, you guys. It was really good. It got really engaging towards the end where we were talking about commitment. We were talking about children and what that means with your significant other if they have kids and how they're engaging with their kids. It got really good, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. So check that out. But until next time, you guys don't want to miss next week's episode. But until next time, I will see you guys next week. Friday, same place, same time. But you guys have a wonderful weekend. It is my son's birthday today. Happy birthday to my son. He is 12. I can't believe it. But yes, so we are going to get ice cream wasted. Ice cream cake wasted. That's what he wants. But we're also going to go celebrate his birthday today. So I am excited. I'm kind of sad because my baby is not a baby anymore. But, neither here or there. But happy birthday to my son. And we are going to celebrate tonight. And you guys have a wonderful weekend.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.